What is up, YouTube? Today we're back with another Guild War banger, and we are going to be fighting against a guild called WarWaifu. I like the name, actually. I mean, anything with waifu, I think we can all agree we like. But currently they are ranked number 15, and I don't expect there to be any traps, too many things going on. But I think we haven't shown this in previous few videos, but defense kind of popping off, so I'm just gonna say defense going crazy, But anyways, anyway, without further ado, why don't we just jump straight into the first battle? And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like and comment. If not, it's totally fine as well. So let's go. Alrighty, so for our first battle today, we're going to be attacking Lua, Alencia, and Apoc. And for our tank, for mitigation, we're going to be running Aureus with Pillis on a protection set. And I'll get into why we have protection set, but as you guys have seen in multiple videos before, I just have protection set because this is the premier set that you really want to have on Pillis. And then for the second unit, we're going to be running Doris since there is Apoc on the field as a light bait. And we want to have immunity because if you have immunity and barrier together, Lua's not going to be able to reset Doris's skills, so she'll be able to put defense buff, continuous healing buff, and just heal on her first turn in case we need it. I don't think we will, but obviously you'd rather have immunity than not. And for Ed, we're basically just going to be running Sacred Scythe on just injury pen build. Penetration set's definitely not necessary, but if you can squeeze it in, then by all means you should. And basically the idea is Lua just constantly charges up the Ed slams into them. We're just going to rip S3s into the Alencia, and that's pretty much it. For the second team, it's going to be Aiden, Bellion, and Arrowell. So we need a dark tank for the triple light team. So we're going to be running Troublemaker Crozet just in case it's like a fast Aiden on Alexis Basket and it one-shots him. We have Holy Sacrifice so that we can revive. We have Destina S3 available so that we can stabilize as well in case we need a full heal. And we also have the Guardian Ice Crystals just in case we get kind of low and we just want to kind of recover a little bit of HP. Obviously on Destina, you always want to have the CR pushing EE. That's basically the best, other than you don't use the other exclusive equipments if you're going to be doing Nightmare Raid with her, basically. And for our third unit, we're going to be running Zahak on Symbol of Unity just so that we can guarantee hit on the Aiden. And once the Aiden is out of the picture, we basically can just kind of kill off the Bellion. If it's injury Bellion, we can focus the Bellion. If it's counter Bellion, then we can just kind of, play it by eye. But yeah, I mean, as long as we cover all bases, we should be good. So let's just hop straight into it. Alright, so Alencia's on her own artifact, and Ed's going to throw the buffs back. We even hit the Lua, which is great. But unfortunately we didn't land like a provoke or something like that, so she's still going to be able to get her S3 off, which means Ed is most likely going to be reset. And he is. Arav S3 is going to slam straight into the Doris, but we're totally chilling. And we're just going to get the speed here, use Doris speed as a reference, and we're just going to focus down the Alencia. The good thing about being on injury is that being on injury, you cut down their damage a lot. So units like Shu or Bellion or Apoc or Alencia, any health scaling bruisers, if you're using injury set on Ed especially, it really cuts down their damage like a crap ton. So it's definitely, I think in Guild War is probably the most optimal running Ed, but if you're more of an RTA arena player, I'd probably say speed set's okay, but if you can get injury set around 190 speed, that's probably the most ideal. So definitely you should go farm KDs if you can. But anyway, we're just going to focus down this Alencia. I think this Ed S3 might just straight up kill her, actually. But let's find out. Yeah, probably dead. Headshot? No, almost. And death break? No death break. So I guess we're going to let Doris heal up here, and then Ed's just going to finish off the Alencia here. Now, one thing about this team is if the Ed provokes the Aravi just non-stop, it's kind of bad RNG, but it does happen from time to time, and your Ed starts getting injured down, and maybe you get like dual attacked by Rosa, Hargana, Lua. Like, these things can happen, but they're extremely unlikely, which is why I try not to prep for them if possible. But yeah, Pillis, you can always just run Crow if you don't wanna, or if you don't have protection set up Pillis. But also you could just maybe run 150 ER on your Crow just so that you don't get death broken by the Alencia. Because the main issue with running Crow is a lot of people, only have like 100 or 80 or whatever the case is, and they get death broken by Alencia. Like, you pretty much lose if Crow dies, right? So just one thing to note if you are going to be doing that. So we're just going to go into the Aravi since that's our main damage. Everything else is going to go into the Lua. And how do you even say this name? Mtylmitation? 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 Mtylmitation. Interesting name. And hopefully we provoke the Lua. Nope, we missed. Actually, now that I think back, Ed could probably do Symbol of Unity, just so they have higher hit chance against the Lua. But, yeah, it's not really a huge deal, to be honest. Okay. We strip the speed buff. Death break. Nice. There we go. Okay. And then I think we should be able to soul burn S3 with... Nope, not yet. Another blind debuff. And just slowly kill. Fun fact, I don't know if you knew, but did you guys know that if a Ravi doesn't have full fury, she doesn't heal and get CR push? You guys know that? And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We just finish off the Lua here. And we move on to the second round. And let's see what the builds are. So Sword of Cycling Seasons, Adamant Shield. So it looks like a very standard team. So in this case, I'm just going to attack buff, maybe push my T-Crozet. And then we're just gonna S3 onto the Aiden. And I'm 4k 280, so we should be able to one-shot through Escort and Adamant, I think. Or at least come very, very close. Okay, yeah, it's like very, very close. So we just one-tap him. We just finish it off. And now basically the fight's like stabilized because we still have this Diana heals. So we could push. We can just S1. So it's counter Elbrus. Is he on injury? So he's not on injury. He's just on Elbrus. So I guess we could just work the front. We're not going to be able to get souls for Zahawk, unfortunately. And wow, 32k HP Bellion? That's crazy. That is very, very tanky. Almost like unnecessarily tanky, but I guess this person maybe has their Bellion on arena defense. That makes sense. Because usually for arena defenses during like rush hour, which is in other words like on Sunday when the reset's happening, people have like, you know, 38k HP Bellions and things like that, just some weird builds. So I think that would be why they have Bellion at such a high HP. Okay, but yeah, speaking of arena, good luck to everyone that's pushing. I believe we have 2 more weeks of arena. So if you guys are trying to go for like top 30, top 100 and try to get those borders, you know, best of luck to you guys. It's definitely going to be a bit of a grind for sure. And the looks like the Bellion is on counter set. So when we write our notes, we definitely want to include that. And we're just going to push ourselves. Because we're going to use T-Crozet to push our Zahawk. And if you're wondering, do you need to do this? Well, the reason why I'm pushing here is because I want to cycle the buffs. So on my next rotation, I can get attack buff, and even if the Bellion counters, it only strips the left to right. So it's not going to be that big of an issue. And we should be able to one-shot it, right? Actually, no, there's a defense buff. No way. See if we can kill. We S3, and no, I don't think it's dead. Very close though. Maybe we stun here. Nice, very nice. And we just S1. Should be dead on the S1 here though, I believe. There it is. Boom. Perfect. Pretty simple tower, nothing too special. And over to our second fight. Okay, so for the second team, we're going to be attacking Bellion, Karina, and Celine. And we already have the stats on file. So basically, we're just going to be running Pillas on protection set as a dark bait for the Celine to hit into. And we're going to have Rowena on just a standard build with immunity. Not really necessary, but since the Bellion is going to move after the Rowena, it won't really matter since he's like really slow. He's like 130 speed. And then Ed's just going to be on injury. We're going to put Symbol on him just so that we have higher chances of hitting the Karina. But the idea is Karina's just going to non-stop proc the Ed. We're going to eventually kill the Celine with the counters and basically just whittle them down over time. And it is an injury Bellion, so we do want to focus the Bellion at all costs and then just let the Karina activate us. So that's just one thing I want to mention. For the second team, we're going to be fighting Silius, Senya, Apoc, which we've seen plenty of times before. So we're going to be running Hand Guy on Warhorn, just so that when Silius takes S3, S2, that's 2 turns, and then another unit takes 1 more, then we cut to the front. That way, our units aren't losing out on a turn, because if we do something like Proof of Valor, we're going to lose out on a turn because Alencia might S1 into the Senya, or the Doris might, S1 into the Senya, which is just not really ideal. Alencia is going to be on a standard build on her own artifact with the damage EE on Trample. And then the Doris is going to be standard immunity, Water's Origin, nothing too special that you guys have seen before. And yeah, let's just hop straight into it. Alright, so the Celine is going to be moving first here. And we're just going to rip S3 into the Bellion here. So if you know it's injury Bellion, always just focus down the Bellion first. Like, don't even think twice about anything, because you just want to get him out of the picture ASAP. And Death Break, there we go. And then we go for the Bellion, nice. The blind's actually very nice for us here. So we want to Rowana S3 just so that we can get a barrier and heal up. Get as close to full as possible. And then S1's going to go into the Pillars since we have the Dark Bait, which is perfect. We S1 into the Bellion again. Now if the Bellion hits S3 here, that'd be ideal, I guess, since that's a debuff for the Ed to get to cut in front. But if not, since he's blinded, he missed. That's fine. So now we're just going to S3 onto the Bellion just to get a barrier up. And if we do provoke, we do get 15% CR, which we do. No Death Break, which is unfortunate. Yay. Just keep focused down the Bellion. I guess this is where like the pen set on Ed really kind of comes handy, I guess. And now Celine has one more turn, so we're just gonna hit the Karina here. We want to get one more Ed counter off, just so that oh, that does double proc, so she does go over 50% HP, I believe. 3, 4, 2, 6. Actually, no, we can just kill off the yeah, perfect. Awesome. And I guess now it's just a matter of slowly killing the Karina off. It might take a while, but usually you just want to save the souls so that you can rip Soulburn S3s off of the Ed. You don't really want to S3 Ed when it's like a water, since you're not really going to hit most of the time, even if you have Symbol. And the Death Break. Nice. There we go. We're still not going to have enough, but I think I'll just rip an S3 here, since she's pretty low, and if we hit, she's dead. Oh, she's maybe like with like 400 HP. Okay, no, she's dead. Over into the second round. So, Silius is going to be on Music Box, and I think it was Draco play Arabi, I believe. Obviously, there's stats, but I didn't even really take a look. So Senya is going to S3. That's fine. So that's what I mean about having the Warhorn, right? Because if we had Proof of Valor, then we would be behind the Alencia, and the Alencia would lose a really valuable turn here in S1ing into the Senya, right? So I think the Warhorn was really crucial here. But basically what we're aiming to do here is we're just going to want to try to focus down the Silius as fast as possible, because we don't want all the dual attacks going into our Hand Guy, because Hand Guy's not exactly the tankiest, even though we have, defense buff and continuous healing and his barrier in S2. It's probably just not ideal, right? And the Apoc's going to go into the door, so it doesn't matter. And we didn't strip the barrier off of this, the Silius, which is not ideal. But we're just going to S2 to heal up a little bit here. And we are going to go for a strip off the barrier here so we can get the immunity off. Nice. And now we can just Soulburn S1 into the Silius, the Death Break, and for sure kill. Getting the Silius out of the picture is most important. And now we can just, yeah, we can just do whatever, honestly. I'm going to S3 onto the Alencia because I do want to switch to aggro if possible. I don't want the aggro sticking onto the Alencia because then it'll just be kind of annoying because, okay, never mind. I wanted to switch the aggro off, but the Arabi's on counter set. And let's see, Senya's gonna provoke again. Yep, there it is. So we have to wait for our hand guy S3 to be available, just so that we can not get perma provoked. Are we gonna die? Wait, hold up. Wait, are we dead?
I will no longer hide. Never mind. I shouldn't have gotten so.
Guess we're going on to the third battle of today. Alright, so for our last attack of today, we're going to be attacking Brovid, and we're fighting Silius, Bryceria, and Vildred. Now, obviously, as you guys can see, I don't recommend this team, but fuck it. We already lost today, so fuck it. It is what it is. We're going to run Benimaru, okay? Benimaru just going to do Benimaru things. We're going to hope that the Silius goes first. If not, then we top right. So we're going to have a BBK here with like 281 ER, just so that we can resist the BBK, or I mean the Silius. And Taeyu's going to be on Spirit Purification, and we're going to basically just try to take a turn and bop them. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm hoping it works. And it's probably just going to turn into a Benimaru solo, but only one way to find out. Anyway, ran RB Summertime Assyria on the bottom team, so we're going to be running Rimuru on Proof of Valor, on Immunity, just so that we can't get death broken. And at least we can't get, like, you know, RNL procs. The most important thing is just stealing the attack buff and the immunity, and then the Ran's going to die on turn 1 because Rimuru's going to counter, and then Violet's going to counter, right? And then we want to make sure that we have immunity on our... Wait a minute. We have 3 immunity? Okay, resuming. Now we have lifesteal and immunity for Violet, okay? Basically, you want to have some tank stats, 85 crit, immunity to resist the bombs from Summertime Assyria. And we're going to have Elena here on Magahara's Tomb with the Cleanse EE on S3. And counter or speed doesn't really matter, but you just want to have enough ER to resist any death breaks and bombs on the Elena. And the idea basically is Ran goes, Ran dies, we S3, we Rimuru proc the RB, and everyone's invincible. And then we just kill the RB off, and then we 1v3 the Summertime Assyria. But yeah, it's a fun comp, but you guys will see. So let's just hop right into it. Oh, so Silius does move first, and Bryceria is tuned to go after. And it's all good because it doesn't even matter. So we just kill the Vildred, I guess, and we do this. We push up the Teiyu. We're gonna not take a turn, but the Bryceria should be dead, I think. And BBK still here. It's all chill. It's all chill. We S3, and I guess we reset the Bryceria, but it doesn't really do anything. So, oh, actually, we stripped the immortality. Wait, that's pretty cool. Wait, that's actually pretty cool, actually. Alright, so we S3. Obviously, this is going to kill the Bryceria. And Bryceria is now dead. And yeah, we kill the Silius, and it all worked out. Now, if the Silius didn't go, we would be in big trouble. So, anyway, Ran's going to take a turn here. We're going to S2, S3 Silver Rain for the Summertime Assyria. And Elena's going to cut, and Ran's basically going to die. Oh, he's actually going to die very quickly. Good thing we didn't have too much attack, because now we steal the attack buff and immunity for the Rimuru as well, which is ideal. Okay, Summertime Assyria cuts the RB in front, maybe? No, not quite. So they basically just lose their turn completely, and I probably should have taken a screenshot, but whoops. Now the RB's going to proc Gab, doesn't matter. We're going to counter with the Violet. Unfortunately, we didn't kill. It was very close, though. And we S3, we counter again with the Violet. Very safe team overall, I think. And I'm just gonna S3 the Summertime Assyria YOLO. And she's dead. We have immunity, we have everything. Just gonna S1. I won't even bother S2, just to save time. Are we gonna cut in front? I don't think he's gonna be able to one-shot, even if you proc Gab. Which is why we approve of Valor on the Rimuru. And he did hit. And we S1. Rimuru just S1s, and he should be dead. Not quite, but almost. Violet finishes it off. And perfect. Yeah, everything went to plan, so it worked out. So thank God that the silliest moved first on the round 1, I guess. Alrighty, so that's going to do it for today's Guild War video. And unfortunately, it was not very clean. And, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, you guys might come for like the most like best informative content. And yeah, losing always sucks. I hate losing. And definitely something that could have been preventable. But, you know, it is what it is. And I guess we'll just try to move on from it. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like and comment below, as it really helps me with the algorithm. Don't subscribe because I lost, so don't subscribe today. Maybe you can subscribe on the next one, but yeah, hopefully in the next time we won't underestimate our opponents, and we'll try to play a little bit better and kind of go from there. So I'll see you guys next time, and without further ado, bye. Fuck my life.